An adult male snow leopard goes hunting, silently approaching a herd of mountain yaks. The hunter conceals himself, becoming part of the landscape while seeking his prey. The yaks sense him, but despite their excellent vision, can't see him, unaware of the danger. A calf separates from the herd, standing just a couple of steps from the predator. The snow leopard pounces on it, grabbing its throat and enveloping it with powerful clawed paws. It seemed like luck was on the predator's side, but then the calf's mother entered the scene. Risking her own life, she charges at the big cat to save her offspring. The mother yak tries to dislodge the snow leopard from its prey with her horns. Soon another yak comes to her aid, and together they force the predator to flee with nothing. Cheetahs are swift and dangerous cats, but they never engage in battles with larger predators like lions or hyenas or leopards. This cheetah thought that a small warthog would be an easy catch and began hunting. It quickly easily caught the piglet. However, luck wasn't on the cheetah's side this time. The piglet's parents were nearby. A brief struggle, and the cheetah performs a somersault. After such a leap, the cheetah had nothing left but to quickly retreat. Most likely after such a failure, it just lost its appetite. There is no more dangerous beast than a mother protecting her child. This snake discovered eggs and was ready to feast on them. But the crocodile mother stands guard. She won't easily give up her offspring and defends them very, very fiercely. Surprisingly, the snake manages to stay alive after such bites. An unexpected confrontation between a bird and a massive elephant is demonstrated on these shots. This is a gray-crowned crane, a large bird found in Africa and listed in the Red Book. The crane had several eggs where a herd of elephants gathered to graze. Just watch how fearlessly the crane approaches the elephant. However, the giant doesn't appear threatening. Nevertheless, the bird aggressively spreads its wings and emits distress signals. This mother is trying to save her chicks from the huge feet of the giant. The elephant, seemingly indifferent to the crane, may be a female walking with her calf. Yet the bird continues to scream and step on the elephant. Eventually, the irritated animal swings at the bird with its trunk. The crane, seemingly calmed, notices a nearby elephant calf and, spreading its wings widely, starts approaching it. The frightened little one signals for help. The female elephant attempts to protect the calf, swinging its trunk at the crane. The crane manages to avoid the blow. It's scary to think what would have happened if the elephant caught the bird. But all ended well. In the end, the crane left the elephants to graze peacefully, but kept a watchful eye on them. The crucial part, the eggs remained unharmed. See just how fearless the bird is when it senses a threat to its young. In the savannas, danger lurks at every step. It's no wonder zebras are prey to large cats like lions and cheetahs. During the hunt, a lioness caught and brought down a zebra foal. Its mother returns and immediately leaps into defense of her offspring. The zebra isn't frightened by such a formidable opponent and engages in a battle with the hungry lioness. Fearlessly, it charges at the lioness, covering its foal with its body, and delivering a powerful kick with its hind hooves to the lioness's jaw. The lioness didn't expect such aggression from its usual play. This was a magnificent blow. The zebra saved its life and that of its offspring, leaving the predator without an appetite for a long time. In reality, zebras are fierce defenders of their foals. With a swift and powerful kick to the head, they can break a lion's jaw or even kill it. Yet lionesses sometimes have to protect their own offspring. The strength of maternal instinct is vividly demonstrated by a lioness strolling along the road with a cub. At some point, they attracted the attention of a pack of hyena-like dogs. The defenseless lion cub could potentially become their prey. Wild dogs can be quite intimidating in large numbers. Similar to hyenas, they aren't afraid to attack large animals like lions. The wild dogs attacked the lioness and her cub. The predator managed to give the attackers a worthy resistance. She skillfully defended herself against a dozen assailants and diverted their attention from her cub. While the lioness was surrounded by wild dogs and their attention was focused on her, the lion cub managed to escape to a safe place. The dogs attempted to attack the lioness again, but eventually just left. The mother and her cub were safe. Lions live well and comfortably in Serengeti National Park in Africa, with an abundance of prey and there's plenty of food. However, predators never target wildebeest calves alone. These herbivores are 1.5 times larger than lionesses, on average 270 kilograms versus 180, and can give them a pretty decent fight. While a herd of wildebeests grazed peacefully, lionesses noticed a wildebeest calf that had carelessly strayed from the herd. One of the predators lunged in for an attack, hoping for an easy catch, but encountered the massive horns of the young wildebeest's mother and quickly retreated away from the situation. The tiger is one of the most formidable predators in the wild. These striped animals feel like rightful rulers. And that's why a resting male tiger near a pond was quite surprised when a sloth bear appeared, together with her cub. The tiger didn't want to share space in the water and attacked them. In a fight with a tiger, even an adult sloth bear has little chance of winning. But not when it comes to the life of her only cub. Mother bear is a term that signifies a fierce fight for her offspring. Just look at how ruthlessly and persistently the enraged bear fights. The battle lasted 15 minutes, and in the end, the mother managed to drive away the predator, protect her cub, and enjoy the coolness of the pond. When the crocodile bit the elephant's trunk, he clearly did not realize that he was making the biggest mistake of his life. The enraged giant picked up the reptile and hid it on the surface of the water, and then he started trampling. One of the most epic battles involving rhinos that caught the camera lens ever. These lions decided to attack a heavyweight that could reach a weight of about 3 tons. And it must be admitted that the predators took the matter seriously. They assembled a combat group of experienced and seasoned hunters. Such numerical superiority could help the lionesses deal with another rhinoceros, but not with this particular individual, which turned out to be much more daring than the predators thought. The lionesses circled next to the rhinoceros and deliberately exhausted it. They squeezed the ring, swooped in on the enemy, attacked him again and again, but at the same time carefully immediately retreating when the enraged beast began to fight back. Experienced hunters wanted to make a massive enemy chase them. Then the rhinoceros would get tired, run out of strength, and go on the defensive. That would be the end of the battle. No matter how powerful the armor is, if you do not attack the enemy in response, sooner or later he will achieve his goal. Apparently, the rhinoceros understood this. Pay attention to his endurance. He furiously attacks the lionesses, but does not allow himself to be carried away. Stop as soon as he realizes that he will not reach his enemies at all. He doesn't panic. He doesn't fuss. Every punch and throw is verified. The rhinoceros pays attention only to those lionesses who come close enough to attack, and does not pay attention to the environment at all. No fuss. This is what saves the giant. Although he does not have a sharp horn, his ramming blow can break all the ribs of a lioness and crumple internal organs into a cake. When the hunter realizes that the rhinoceros is getting closer to them and the hunter themselves begin to get tired, they have to retreat. The rhinoceros withstood the siege of an entire pride of lions, and he probably remembered these cats. Look at how another family of rhinos attacked a lion peacefully resting after lunch. Probably experienced herbivores know who they are dealing with and want to drive predators away. The lions needlessly angered such opponents. When this seagull managed to find a group of emperor penguin chicks that had strayed from adults, it was a real feast for the bird of prey. This chick is very, very large. Probably much larger than the predator itself, but it's very much practically helpless. They huddle together and try to cover each other up. But the heart of the seagull is as cold as the climate in Antarctica. A ruthless bird of prey attacks the chicks, swoops on them, and grabs one of them with a strong beak. The massive chick resists, but is unable to give a decent rebuff due to the difference in strength. And there are adult emperor penguins nearby. They are all in the sea, hunting fish. The chick has no chance. But not all heroes wear capes. The lone penguin was passing nearby. Just look, it's such a funny feathered little baby with an elongated beak and round eyes. Even an adult penguin is smaller than a baby emperor penguin. That's just a brave heart beating in the baby's body. And the Adelies hate the Pomeranians, so the penguin bravely rushes at the seagull and takes away its prey. The Pomeranian is shocked. Wolves are one of the most effective predators. Each animal alone has great strength and developed hunting skills, and teamwork increases the chances of catching prey even more. If 3 wolves can take down a huge deer or even an elk, then how can an ordinary otter give them at least some resistance? It turns out it can. The predators clearly underestimated this incredibly agile opponent. The otter was far from the water, not in a winning position at all. But she does not give up and desperately resists. Thanks to its amazing flexibility, every time the wolf tried to grab the otter, it twisted and clung with its small but sharp fangs to the enemy right in the sensitive nose. And it happened several times. As soon as the wolf attacked, the otter immediately launched a counterattack. The rest of the wolves tried to grab the victim from different sides, stretch it out, and literally tear it apart. But the otter turned out to be more agile and flexible than some kind of snake. She dodged every throw on the run, moved with lightning speed, and seemed to flow between the enemy's paws like a living liquid. A little more, and dexterous predators would have been able to catch the otter, but the intelligent animal knew where it was running away to. In a moment before the enemy's fangs closed in on its throat, the otter dived into a deep snow hole. The den turned out to be suitable for a small animal, but too narrow for wolves. And in South America, there are giant otters that are capable of even more impressive feats. For example, here the otters gave battle to the jaguar. But this is the largest predatory cat of the New World and the 3rd largest panther in the world. But the otters were acting too smoothly. Against one, the jaguar would have been easily emerged victorious, but the whole pack was able to show the spotted aggressor that they should not have to be messed with. A large otter the length of a lynx's body, armed with very sharp teeth and great speed, is able to pat its very beautiful hide. Jaguars understand this. He tries to intimidate the pack so that he can rush into the water and attack one of them, snatch it out and take it to the land. But the otters are fighting back against the jaguar in real formation. He realizes that if he throws himself into the water, several otters will immediately attack him from all sides and drown him, and the jaguar retreats. And even one giant otter can overcome a small anaconda. Still, dexterity and resourcefulness play no less of a role for animals in combat than straightforward physical strength. These young cheetahs don't know who they're messing with just yet. Neither 2 of them, nor even 5 of them, would have defeated an adult rhinoceros, which can easily turn over a car with a couple of powerful blows of its horn. But the young predators do not understand which Terminator is in front of them. Well, okay, they'll understand now. The rhinoceros is even slightly surprised by the impudence of cats and will gladly teach them a lesson. Just now, he was a slow, almost motionless hulk that gave the impression of sleeping and too heavy monster. The cheetahs thought that they could sneak up and pounce and bite into his throat. It turned out that this small mountain not only has legs, but is also able to move them very well. The rhinoceros took such acceleration from the spot like a knight's horse, and went to a similar ram attack to sweep the predators out of the way. The rhino doesn't even seem to be trying to finish them off. If they get under their feet, he will break all of their bones, and if they manage to escape, it's also good. They'll remember who it's best not to mess with in savannah. The mountain lion is one of the most dangerous and toughest predators of the New World. Although it belongs to small cats because of the structure of the larynx, it surpasses even a leopard in size. When this guanaco noticed the leap of the mountain lion, it was already too late to dodge, and the predator managed to jump on the back of the ungulate. And the herbivore's problems did not end there. It turned out that this is a mature female who trains teenage kittens. They have little experience, but they already have the strength. The guanaco was surrounded by 4 predators. What should I do in such a situation? Well, for the inhabitants of the prairies, the answer is obvious: to arrange a rodeo. The guanaco only seems clumsy because of its long neck and slender legs combined with a barrel-shaped torso. In fact, this horse has incredible endurance and knows how to keep a furious pace. The cougar is in shock. She didn't know who she was messing with. Her kittens are trying to come to the rescue, but they only risk getting hooves on the head in vain. Just wait a minute. It seems that we don't know what kind of rhythm the guanaco has got. Yes, this is a real redneck dance. To such a groovy rhythm, the guanaco famously throws the cougar off its back and literally jumps out of the paws of 3 of its kittens. Just look at how well the predators work. The life of the guanaco hangs in the balance, but its speed and reaction save the ungulate, which managed to gain speed and break away from the mountain lions.